What's up, guys? QuarterHoarder here. We are out today at this amazing property that Doug just got. This house is absolutely enormous, going back to, what was it, Doug?
1750.
1750-ish. It's all stone, outbuildings, barns, spring houses.
Couple fields.
Oh, it should be an incredible day. Wavy ground, natural earth, and the homeowner's incredibly friendly. He's even going to join us for a while, and hopefully we're going to find some great things. Of course, it's me. We got Rich Van Winkle, our antique expert, Lynn, and of course, Dog Tag Doug, Mexican Doug, Jane, Fond Doug. So let's get started, Doug. It should be a heck of a day. Back in the first dig, and we'll see you guys soon. Later. Well, we're starting off in the front of this 1750s house. It's absolutely gorgeous. And no surprise, Rich Van Winkle has the first dig of the day right in the front yard. Let's see what he's got to start us off. Oh, a flat button.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be nice, Rich. First find of the day, a 200-year-old flat button with a full shank straight up and down too. Now, it didn't look too deep. What number were you getting? Do you remember, Rich?
It was high 30s.
I'm just trying to get the lay of the land. So a mid-tone.
Yep.
All right. Let's brush it and we'll look for a marking, Rich, but I do love the shank. And if there's a button right off the bat in the front yard, I'm going to guess this place was probably never detected before. This is going to be an incredible day, Lynn. All right, there's Rich's button, and he gave it a brush down. This is probably maybe nickel size, slightly smaller than a nickel. Nothing on the front, just a plain flat button. At least I don't see anything on the front. The back, he did get some nice markings off of, and I can't read it, but I do see words, and I'm going to guess they're the English language, Rich. I don't know what the heck it says.
Never seen a Japanese button.
But there's a ring inside of a ring. The shank, beautiful right up and down. And when you get flat buttons in the front yard, right off the bat like this, like I said, the homeowner, Steve, here has been living here since the 80s. It's never been detected since he's lived here. So if we've got ourselves a nice virgin ground property, it's going to be a heck of a day. Awesome first start there, Rich.
Thank you.
Well, Dog Tag Doug with his number 5 strength glasses on. Number 4 strength, sorry. Doug's got himself.
The first wheat penny of the day.
What year was it? Were you able to tell?
1920.
Even?
Even.
Oh, very nice. As I was walking over to you, Rich yelled out that he also has a wheat penny. Let's see whose is older.
It actually looks like I see 190.
Oh, well, then there's only one possibility.
But I'm not positive yet.
Let me see.
I can't see the last digit though.
190.
Well, it'd have to be a 9.
Yeah.
I'm not certain that it's a...
Doug, let Rich borrow your glasses.
Well, here, why don't I look at it?
Because I wanted to see Rich in those glasses.
Oh, okay. Good point. He's going to look like a fathead.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, use it quick before your eyes start going crazy on you.
You got to do it close, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then you got to blink 12 times
Yeah.
and take them off quick.
He still can't see. It must be in really bad
His
shape.
pupils will be dilated for about 6 hours.
He's going to be blind when we're done.
I can't.
All right, he's not sure.
Yeah.
Well, Doug, you got a 1920. Rich
Those are
may
rough.
or may not have beaten you out so far.
I think it's around the same age though, teens.
If the day doesn't do well, Doug, we can always do some sort of a penny challenge. But I think we're going to do much better than that. Good job, fellas.
Yeah, we find a lot of wheat pennies.
Well, we're starting in the front yard of this beautiful house that the date stone on the side said 1770, but we think it might go back even a little bit older. We're not sure. Doing around some of these large trees. I had a good signal here, Lynn. This was coming up like in the high 40s. Yeah, 45, 46. And it's not super old. It's not something that you would necessarily put in your house. But it's an old kid's toy car.
Okay, well.
And I'm just kind of hoping that it might be an
Gotta get your
older red line or something. It might not. It could be something newer. It feels like it's there's
it's-
no body to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, my hand went right through it, so I don't think it's like even a Tootsie. I think it's like a more modern Hot Wheel or something.
With a middle gone?
Well, I think it fell out. I think the whole bottom came off and then the seats came out, and maybe it was a convertible. I don't know. It's really kind of
It's a Flintstone car.
might even be a door lock, like your door.
Yeah.
No, it was a car. I'll clean it up later. I probably won't show it again, but it's my first, at least, interesting find of the
Maybe
day.
it was Steve's when he was little.
It could have been. He said, well,
Oh, no.
I think when he bought it, he was past Hot Wheels age, but hey, what do I know? I'll check and see. All right, I'll put it in the bag, Lynn, and see if we can find something maybe twice as old.
Sounds good.
All right, still in the front of this house, and this is one of those weird houses, Rich, where I'm almost more excited about the back of the house, where he thinks a colonial road went through. Not to mention some of these old barns that are on the property, like that one over there just looks incredible with things around. But in the front yard, Rich just popped a good signal. It was a 53, he said, and deep.
53 deep.
And I saw, there it is right there. Can I see it before you knock that dirt off?
Yes.
This is what he pulled out. And it looked, oh, see, it looked like it was slightly bent when you handed it to me, but I think it's the way the dirt was on.
Looks
Yeah.
thick, doesn't it?
It's very thick. I'm going to guess, even before I see any of it, that it's going to wind up being a braided hair large cent. Is my guess is going to be.
Yeah.
Now, it could be a Liberty cap, though. Do you have one, Rich?
No.
They're also thick like that.
It is a braided.
It is a braided hair?
Yep.
Oh,
Left facing.
Let's see. Oh, there it is right there. I had it sideways. That's gorgeous, Rich. There's actually not as much front detail as I thought.
Yeah, it's a little worn.
Yeah, well, not only
It's
that,
all
but
there,
it
but
looks
it's
like the
worn.
rim sticks up really high, and then the image is like countersunk. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
thick, doesn't it?
I'm going to brush it down with Rich a little more, see if we can get a date off there, but you've got some great detail fresh out of the ground. Awesome job, Rich. Let's see if we can get a year off this sucker. All right, there's Rich's beautiful matron head. I'm sorry, braided hair large cent, Lynn. We weren't able to see a date, but I could see clearly at the bottom. Rich, look over my shoulder.
Which shoulder?
Either one. I see a 0. Do you see the 0 at the bottom?
Yeah, I didn't know if it was a 0 or part of an 8.
Yeah, that's true. Well, these would have been like 1840s, 1850s. We can't quite see. Dude, Wilson's tail's like right. Thanks, Wilson.
Wilson's trying to clean the
He's
coin
in here. He's like, guys, did you get a cowbone yet? There you go. You want to get in the action, Wilson? Well, there's the coin. Let's see. Wilson might lick it clean for us.
There you go.
Well, congratulations, Rich. No date yet, but the oldest thing of the day. Now, granted, we haven't been here very long, but I'm sure we're going to find a whole lot more. What do you think about that, Wilson? Do you approve?
Yeah.
Wilson approved. Awesome job, Rich.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, Doug, I'm taking a break for 1 second to give a plug to a new friend of mine, a veteran. His name is Joshua, and I love people that make new products for the hobby. There's not a lot of peripherals for this hobby, but my buddy Josh, his website is Vets Dig Beeps, and he makes these super cool lanyards that hold your pinpointer onto your belt or your dig bag or anything like that. They're a stretchable material. I don't know what that material is.
They're like a bungee cord.
Like a bungee cord, right?
Yeah.
And they're very strong. They got a nice edge on them. There's a carabiner on one side, and they come in different lengths and different colors too. Check out Vets Dig Beeps. Maybe pick yourself up a lanyard. Let's go put them in use, Doug, and find some cool stuff. All right, Rich said he had something. We were working over here where that pit was the old spring house, which then became a dump. And they said they found lots of old toys and pottery and silverware. We'll probably try around there. And on the way over, Rich yelled out silver, first silver of the day. It looks like a dime.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's going to be a mercury dime.
Yep.
Super shiny from my angle.
And we're hoping for the 1916D. Right?
You already had one
S,
scare.
S.
Oh, 1918.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Look how worn it is.
Yeah,
though.
the
I love-
16 plane you had not long ago
Yeah.
was in really nice shape. This 18, this is typically how you find the teen dimes.
Yep. I like the worn look like that though.
I do too. I mean, it just shows you that this thing was in circulation for quite a long time.
Yep.
And let's see, is there a mint mark on this guy? Not that it would matter. I can't tell, and it's really wore on both sides. Worn. I don't know why I use the word war, Rich, in my vernacular.
You're getting better though.
Well, once in a while I catch
I
myself.
can tell you thinking about it.
I do. Now it's like mentally stuck in my head to try to get the English language right. Well, nice job, Rich. First one of the day. How deep was that?
Not that deep actually.
Oh, good.
It was more shallow than I thought it was.
I've dug about 10 coins already. They're all memorial pennies. I just haven't heard a signal deeper than like 3 inches yet, so I got to hunker down. Awesome find, brother.
Mercury dime.
What was the day?
Well, this is where the spring house was that I showed earlier. Now it's just a pit. They removed it. Doug is in the slightly thicker area over here and said he found something good. And I heard Rich say it's really awesome. Let's see.
I know mine fell out of the pouch I had no
Ooh.
idea where.
Oh, that's a nice, that's a copper, Doug.
No, it isn't.
It's not a copper.
No, I've already flipped it over
It's-
and seen the shank.
I'm kind of more excited
It's-
about it.
Oh, is that a button?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a button, and I think
Big
I haven't
two-piece.
cleaned it enough, but it looks like an anchor maybe on it. So
Oh,
Two-piece.
that is the
I don't think
size
it is
of a copper.
two-piece.
It
but-
is.
It looks puffy for sure.
Yeah, when you look on the back, you can see the.
Well, I look puffy.
You do look
You
puffy.
know, usually.
Yeah, you're at
in the
least two
morning.
pieces.
of what?
Yep, an eagle and an
Ooh.
anchor. 13 stars.
That's a giant
That
Navy
rang up
coat
on
button,
the
Doug.
legend.
That's
at around
awesome.
54, 55, 53.
Oh my god, that is gorgeous. And I don't know what year it's from. The back mark would help figure it out. They use these all the way up through probably World War II. And,
Yeah, I would think.
so it could be 1800s, it could be 1900s. I'm just not sure at the moment. Did you think it was a copper coin when you first saw it?
When I first saw it.
Yeah, I mean the thickness and everything.
Yep, and the fact that it rang up so high. So
Well, 53 you said?
53 to 55, and it
Well,
was
braided hair might ring up that high, a big thick braided hair
Sure.
coin. So, well, that's an awesome one, Doug. Congratulations.
Yeah, it is a nice find.
I've got a pocket full of memorials. I'm really hoping to find something cool too.
Well, you keep running away from the stuff, you know, going to
I'm in the front of the yard. You're in the back of the yard. Well, good find.
shops. That is.
On the side of the house, they have this little garden area. There's an old anvil over there, Rich. Did you see the anvil?
I did. It's awesome.
It's cool. Yeah, there's an old pump. There's like this little spinning wheel. Just some antiques they put around
This
for
is a grinding.
grinding stone. Well, Rich, right outside of the little thing here, just had a hole. He filled it in. Got an old brass padlock that says,
Auto fast.
"Getting the fast." Auto fast. You do love the old padlock. I've never seen that one before, Lynn.
No, that's got a little bit of age on
I
it.
think at least
Yeah.
maybe the 1940s or so.
Yep.
It is all brass. I mean, so many different goofy padlocks with.
It's a funny color. It's painted like an army green, almost, or a sort of an olive green.
Oh, really?
You
I
could
can't
look it
even.
up.
I don't think it's painted. I think it's the patina.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
do
a
you?
patina
Brass.
of brass. Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, whatever it is, it's pretty cool. Looks like you may have hit it there.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that
Yeah,
up.
yeah. That's all right, Rich. If you're gonna hit anything, you want to hit this broken auto fast lock.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, good job, brother. Nice find.
Thank you. 46, but usually it's not.
Yeah, sometimes they hit low, especially if it's thin or something.
It does kind of look thin.
Rich just called. He's got a copper, but it was coming up a little low, almost where memorial pennies would come up.
Yeah.
You never know. I mean, any high tone at a house of this age, you're going to dig. We're right in the front still.
Yeah, close.
This is going to be the hot spot, I think, where the most activity was. Oh, it's, well, that might even be a dandy button.
No, it's. I already
That looks
picked it up.
really large. That looks, you sure it's a coin?
Yeah.
It looks much bigger than a copper, but I haven't held one all day. Maybe I'm wrong.
You forget.
Yeah,
It's like,
I've only held memorial pennies. What is it?
What did I find under Charlie's truck?
oh, New Jersey.
Another Jersey copper? No, it's not.
Oh my God.
Is Rich that? Oh, look at the shield coming through. Let me just show it real quick. Hold on, let me bring it out here.
I did.
Hold on, let me bring it out to the sun. No, it's not even, Rich, this is the nicest one I've ever seen. Look at the shield. Look at that shield.
Oh, it's standing up.
Look at that. Oh my goodness. And he only brushed it. You saw it for 3 seconds,
Yeah.
Lynn. And on this side, I can see the plow coming
See the
through.
Horse or whatever.
I don't see the horse's head yet, but he didn't even brush it really. These would be 1786, 1787, somewhere in that range. How deep was it, Rich?
6 inches.
Oh
7
my
inches.
goodness. Let's see if we can get a little more detail. We might even be able to see a year, which would be amazing.
He kept finding nails in the hole, and then
Oh my, look at that shield sticking out. Holy cow. Let's clean this sucker up. That's gorgeous.
wow.
All right, there's Rich's New Jersey copper. Rich, this is stunning. I can see, I'm gonna move it over here so I can put an example next to it. I can see the whole plow, which is very rare. I can see writing on this side. This side also has the date, by the way, at the bottom, which I can't see yet. I can see some of the horse coming through. And when I flip it over to the front, that is just
That is
popping.
as nice a jersey.
That's the
as
nicest
ever.
shield I've ever seen.
seen.
You can even see detail on the shield, which you never do. along with the writing around the edge. It's so big. I thought it was a dandy button, Doug.
Yep.
Now, I have about 4 or 5 jerseys in my collection.
None of which.
Well, none of them are this condition, but there's no uniformity to them. They're always just...
There were a number of different styles.
Well, this one is fantastic. The best one I've ever seen. So whatever style this is the one I want.
It's
Yeah,
the
it
Rich
may
Van
not leave
Winkle
your
style.
hand.
That is, man. And Rich did not hit it, so no one can say anything to him.
That's right. He worked hard for
He
that.
did. That's fabulous, man. Congratulations. That's the best copper jersey I may have ever seen come out of the ground.
Thank you.
Awesome job, brother.
Beautiful.
Doug just called and said he's got a crotal bell. I was about to walk over and see Doug's bell, which I'm going to in a second, but Rich said he's got another copper a foot from where he just got the jersey. Let me see. Is this a spill or is it a different hole?
It's 2 feet away.
Yeah,
Which
you
one?
think
That
like-
was the jersey?
They could have been. It could have been, but now they're separate. It's not as big as the jersey, but
Oh, that still looks like a large cent, more so than a half cent.
That's
to
what
me.
I said. I think it's.
That's why I said your jersey. I mean, we'll have to show it for scale later. Your jersey was like a dinner plate.
This one's slick, isn't it?
No, I see something.
oh my
I think.
god, I don't see it. I don't see anything. This. Wow,
That's a disc.
that's just a blank.
Let me sidelight it, Rich.
Yeah,
At first glance, it is smooth as a baby's butt.
I think it's a coin.
Yeah, I
but
do too. Let's sidelight it and see what you got. Maybe we'll get a little bit of detail enough to make out what it could be. Well, here's Rich's copper, and we've been sidelighting it, and he's going to nose grease it. We can't see anything on either side. It is just super smooth, no detail, not even like a piece of a bust that we could see or anything.
Nothing.
He's going to try a few more techniques to see if we can get any sort of detail, but don't know at the moment. Super old copper coin, but right now just a frisbee. If he gets anything off it, we'll see. I'm going to go walk over and check out Doug's crotal bell.
Whoa, whoa.
Well, dog tag Doug, the lone cowboy who the rest of us are all up near the house, but Doug ventured out way out here beyond the barn, trying to go on the outskirts near the field.
What have I been hot with lately?
Women,
Oh well, that's all the time.
I know. I already told them what you got when I was recording Rich's, that you got another crotal bell. Let's see. He has been on a quite a streak, Lynn. I think about 6 of them so
I
far.
think at least, and this is a nice one.
Let's see. Oh, that is big, Doug. Is it totally complete?
Yep, totally.
It's not as big as that Japanese baseball I found,
No.
but it's bigger than any of the ones you got over there. Oh
And-
my goodness.
And intact.
Doug, this is lovely.
It's gonna ding ding.
This
Yep.
is lovely. It's got a lot of mud and stuff on it.
Yep.
You want to try to clean up and we'll see if it has the petals or not. Some of them,
I'm sure it does. With
well,
that.
not all of them.
Actually, I can see something on
right.
there.
Let's clean up and see what he's got, but he's got a giant bell. And I don't know if we're going to get it to ring today, but I want to at least see what material it's made out of
see
and
the
if he's
number,
got
too, maybe.
any of the petals on there.
Looks
Yep.
like about a 8.
No, that's
Nah.
not quite. That's a 6
Yeah.
probably.
6.
Yeah, Doug's never been an 8 in his whole life. He's a solid 5. Well, there's Dougie's crotal bell, and this is a weird one, Doug. I need the light from the Paron to even be able to see some of the petals.
Yep.
So this is very old. You can see how the top was applied and drilled, you know, the hole to be hung. But the material it's not tomback. I think it's some sort of a copper alloy, but it's got like some corrosion on it.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly what it's made of. It's kind of unique that I just don't.
Well, turn it a little more.
Right there, it almost
It
looks
looks
like.
Tombackish
like-
Well,
there.
up
was
there it
thinking the
does.
same
Maybe
Yeah.
the top soldered onto a cheaper bottom.
Maybe.
You know?
Let me see.
I thought the same thing when he was spinning.
Oh,
Yeah.
let me look in the sun. Hold
It
on.
has that sheen to it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
that the bottom doesn't have.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I mean, the bottom does. It's corroded, and the top not nearly as much. Whatever it is, and it's only got 2 holes too, Doug. Usually there's 4.
Yeah.
Yours only has 2 holes.
Yep.
I think it's really
think
old.
it's an
I just
older-
don't know exactly what you got here. Maybe someone else can shed some light on there, because I've never seen one that material and only having the 2 holes too.
Once you wash it, or get it.
Yeah, clean it all
Clean it up a
out,
little
and
bit more, yeah.
maybe you can get a better look at it under a little Dawn dish soap. Shout out to Dawn. Well, Rich, I think might be on something. Oh, it's actually Doug over there. Might be on something, Lynn.
Hope so.
Lynn and I walked over to the side of this house. The house is just amazing,
It's
Lynn.
beautiful.
3 chimneys. I mean, I went inside, summer kitchen.
Beautiful.
I came on the side next to a big tree, and I had a good signal here, Lynn. It was like a 38 in the hole.
Okay.
38, 39 out of the hole. And I got to look at it already, and I dropped it to call you over. This side doesn't look like much, but this side was a little cleaner,
Okay.
and I can see the Indian's headdress. Can you see it from your angle?
Yep.
Right over there, I can
Way to
see some of
go.
those feathers.
I bet you can get
We're
a
going to
date
look
off
for a
that.
date. Yep.
That looks like in beautiful condition.
The back is.
Looks silvery,
And
doesn't it?
I'm not sure the date, and I don't know if they made silver Indians. I don't think they did.
I know. But doesn't it?
I can see a date coming through. Let me brush it, Lynn. I'll clean the back up. We'll get a good look at it and see what I got here. Hang on. Well, there's my Indian. And Lynn, I'm finally on the board.
Yay.
Nice 1883 Indian scent.
And it's a beaut.
And Lynn cleaned it up too. It has a lot of detail. The back was a little corroded, so I can't see as much on there. I don't know if that's...
I didn't brush anything. I just wiped it off.
Yeah, it's either really
Yeah.
caked on there or corrosion. I'm not sure. So we're just going to look at this side, Lynn, because this is the nice
That's
side.
the money shot.
Yep, that is the money shot. You're right. So I'll take it. Maybe my luck will change. I might even go back
Yeah.
up near the front of the house because, man, you got to think there's stuff all through the front yard.
Absolutely.
The place is enormous, and the house goes back hundreds and hundreds of years. So let's get back to it, Lynn. I'm not giving
love
up.
it
We're
here.
going to leave with some really cool stuff.
You will.
All right, Rich just said, Lynn, that he's got a bucket lister for him.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what that means. That means that maybe he never found it before, or it's the nicest of something. And he gave the silver signal, which is also the slide into home plate signal, if you're a baseball fan. Let's see what he's got. He seems pretty excited. Oh, it's a thimble. Is it a sterling thimble, Rich?
It's ringing up a 52.
It looks really nice, and it's big.
Yeah.
Oh, it's real shiny.
Yep. I think there's no way it's not, because oh, it says 11 right there.
Mine was the last one I found at that house was a number 9.
It's probably the size.
Yeah, the size.
Oh, that's definitely silver.
It looks not well. The marking will definitely be on the inside. Well, I say definitely, might be. My last one, it was not marked, but you could tell it was clearly silver. He's going to clean it out. We're going to give it a spray down and come back and see if Rich just knocked his first ever sterling thimble off the list.
Oh, so you got us good.
All right, this is the inside cleaned out of Rich's newest thimble. And it does say sterling silver, Rich.
It says sterling silver.
It's hard to see, but I do see some letters, and I think I even see a mark of some sort, like a hallmark, right in the center. And what's crazy is it almost looks like it's gold to me. Did they have, like, you don't think it could be like a mix, do you, of the two? Like a sterling up top with a gold band at the bottom?
They could have put a gold band at the bottom. I can test it when I get home.
Yeah, unless it's like a, what do you call that when you get like wood, like a veneer, like a small
Veneer.
wrapping of something
Like
over
a
it?
gold wash around
Yeah.
that bottom.
But it's clearly, and it's not, I don't even think it's plated. There's no green coming through on the bottom layer.
Nice little designs too going around.
Yeah, so it looks like Epcot Center. You ever been to Epcot?
Yeah.
It looks like that. So definitely a sterling thimble up top, a first for Rich, and maybe even some AU at the bottom, which as the scientists call it.
Yep.
Well, that's a great find, Rich. Congratulations, man. Your
Thank
first
you.
one ever.
Yeah,
And
awesome.
Lynn, you were here to witness it.
I was.
Awesome. All right, the video is getting long, so I'm going to stop it right here, and I'll pick back up next week, because after that last find, the floodgates really opened up at this place. But right off the bat, we were pulling some incredible things out of this house. Rich with the 1830s flat button, followed right up from Doug with the 1870s era U.S. Marine button, could have come back from the Civil War. Then Doug with the number 6 or so sized crotal bell. That thing was totally complete. You might see that ring next week. And then Rich with the sterling silver thimble, his first one ever. He's gonna test the gold band, and I'll also follow up and let you know if he got his first piece of gold ever. And then of course we found some absolutely incredible coins, like Rich's braided hair large set, the very first coin of the day. Then I pull that really nice condition Indian head penny, Rich with a silver mercury dime. He also had a slick copper along the way, but he finishes strong with that incredible 1786 New Jersey State copper, the best conditioned New Jersey copper I've ever even seen. And if you thought that was good, wait till you come back and see next week, because each one of us finds multiple copper coins, and one guy finds an incredibly rare coin that we've never found before, and that very rarely happens anymore. And of course, if you guys want to get a machine so you can go out and find some cool stuff in your area, you can always shoot me an email, QuarterHoarder, yahoo.com. Just let me know where you live and what your budget is and what kind of terrain you plan on swinging over. I'll help you pick out the best machine for your budget so you can get out and find some of the incredible things like we do every single week. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. It's a hobby of champions. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everybody. Happy hunting, and I will see you next week for part 2. Later.